So this is some stuff I do a little bit of work with on the guys with the. I don't know if you want to be on camera and explain a little bit, but the what it is these things get styled to match where they're going to go. So this is typical with what goes in the food cart areas. Although we can also do standalone ones, which are a little more official looking for like regular malls, right? It's one of those things that give people access to cash to be able to move money to and from, electronic money to cash money, because there's a lot of small businesses these days where they really want to deal with cash. You really don't want to deal with a whole lot of credit card processing if it's avoidable.
So, so these ATMs outdoors, you do 3 to 10 times the indoor one does.
Right.
So
right.
People want the cash before they go indoors, and they don't want to go into some establishments all the time. We had 5 ATMs up there we're competing with. We put the only one out in Seattle on the wall. And just boom, everybody's going to that.
Yeah.
They don't want to go into Turkey, whatever.
Yeah, and so any kind of farmer's market, flea market, food cart pod, any place where you've got a lot of small vendors. That's where you really want these things. And if somebody's organizing that stuff, they can contact me through the channel or contact you, and then we can place these ATMs on relatively short notice, and there's the commission structure for places where they go too. So if somebody creates a market day someplace, although once these go someplace, you try to get them to be there permanently, right?
We try to, unless it's a major events. We're booked from May to October on weekends. So the events like brew festivals, Pickathon, we do all that at the state fair. Those are money makers because you're just there for the weekend, but they make $2,000 to $10,000 per location.
Right. Yeah, and there's a whole shared
special event. That's another thing besides permanent locations.
Right, and that's where some of these go on trailers, and you just got a guy who's kind of guarding it, and it doesn't have to, and it can be styled to fit the event and everything. So, anyway, that's how we do the mobile ATM thing, and it's a good way of helping in the economic recovery when you have small cash businesses that want to have an interface with the banking system. These things work kind of like Wi-Fi over the internet type stuff.
It has its own IP address.
Yeah, and so it just kind of, we got to have power, but we can set them up with solar, and so it's just a regular plug-in thing. Although we try to hardwire them or set them up with solar, so it doesn't like get undone all the time. But shows, cash events, any kind of stuff like that, if you want to be able to interface with a larger portion of the public, these mobile, portable, or small ATMs are a way to work. There's fees involved with the transactions, but it still seems to be worth everybody's time. I mean, you're talking thousands of transactions a month off one of these things, right?
Yeah, the top one does over 2,000.
Yeah, it's still worth it for people just to not make a vendor wait for the money with the credit card clearing and all that. So that's kind of what the housings look like, and I'm sure you've seen something like this around. I'll get videos of others.